Here they come, and they fly with the power of the sun. Here they come, and they're going to touch everyone.
I'm Joseph Kleider for AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel, bringing you another episode of Grid Work, geoengineering on a daily basis. And today is December 3rd, a Thursday, and look at the X marks the spot. Blatantly, chemtrail activity right in your face as part of the grid. Just look at that. To the left of that, you can see the disbursement of the other rails. Up here, got a guy spraying. See if I can reel this guy in. They've been out all morning, according to some of my associates. Look at the wisp here. As I pan around, you can see all the rails in that southwestern sector. Keep panning, little bits and pieces as they put together the grid. Look at this grid work back in here. Just get a load of that. I mean, this is downright in your face chemtrail pluming of our beautiful earth. Toxified everything. Just look at these rails back in here. Look at the X marks the spot back here. That northeastern sector. Northern sector, rails all the way in the back. It's just absolutely just criminal. Just look. If you think this is normal activity or clouds by, just look, come on. My God. Your cognitive dissonance just will never be repaired, okay? Look at those friggin' rails. My gosh, look at the haze back there. What the hell are they doing to our sky? Anyway, I'm gonna go out and have some breakfast, and I'll be back. Just look at the rails back in there. It ain't that awful. But this one, it doesn't get any more blatant than that. Look! And then we got this one spraying more plume. Heading right for that grid line. Gosh, just one right after another. Obvious today, it's the vitamin D3 content they're going to be blocking. Otherwise they wouldn't have done this already. It's just outright nasty. Got another chemtrailer coming up here. There he is. One right after another. I only got to the corner and I caught this guy coming up this way as he's gonna meet that other guy. You can see it right here. Watch. We're gonna keep an eye. You'll see them as they get real close. The long plume, the short plume, two different kinds of mixes. That's how they mix and match. Not a contrail. There it is right there. See? Oh yeah, another X in your face. There it is. See how they do it? That's exactly how they do it. Now that you know how they do it, go tell your friends, share the videos, do whatever you can. Talk to your representatives. No presidential candidate is talking about the geoengineering and how it has to come to the end. It has to end or we're all dead. Look how this is dispersing now. Look at that plume. Oh yeah. It's almost time for people to wake up. Just standing outside my porch getting ready to go inside. You can see the plume. Look how he ended it and started and ended it. Just put a little piece out there. And this guy over here, he just followed through. I'm going to back it off here so you can see the existing plume. He rode right alongside that mess. And now he's extending it. Look at this nasty. That's one nasty plume. Look at that, you can tell the different kinds of mixes in these plumes just by looking. Look at that plume. Get a better look at it. Keen on this guy again, we could add a little zoom to it and see exactly who this guy is. Looks like a silver bullet. Or a blue-tailed silver bullet. Maybe a red-tail. He's so far out in the horizon. Anyway. Happy plumage. Look at this plume here. It's already got some fin work in it. See the fins? Uh-huh. Not clouds. Come on. This guy right here, he just turned his plumes on. See how light it is? Blue bottom silver bullet. Just turned it on, light mix. As he heads into this over here, where this guy sputtered and left a couple of marks. Look at that. He just turned this on. It's one right after another. A minute later, we got this guy spraying. Here's what happened to that other rail. Look at that disbursement. Let's get a good look. Showing you all the disbursement as it disperses, as it happens. Look at how that turned out. Fool the public. My buddy the dove, still alive. There he is. Hey, good buddy, how you doing? For how much longer they continue to do that in our skies? Here we go, side-by-side action. Since when do passengers just go that close? Uh-huh, the answer is they don't. Not that close. Look how he crossed the rail there to mix and blend. That guy's going that way. Just in your face today. In your face obvious. Coming off of him, panning down here where this bomb is, there's another guy just underneath him and he's spraying. One right after another. How much more are we going to take, people? How much more? And then as I pan over here, we got another guy over here. Look where the tree is. And there he is coming out of the tree. And you know where he's headed. Here we go again. Moments later, this is just 1, 2, 3. You can stand out here all day and just watch these guys go by. The thing is, the media's not talking about it. Your newspapers ain't talking about it. Your presidential candidates ain't talking about it. It's just us. The people who know what's going on. Look what's happening just below that. See what's going on. Another X. We're going to show you. He's going to come right up that path. Okay? You say, well, the plumes aren't that big. No, the point being, they're making the grid without you even realizing it. Just in-your-face grid work. Look at these plumes. Double plumes there. And as soon as I say that, what do you see? A third plume. Well, there's more than 3. If I just pan it back, you'll be able to see. Look at all the rails. Look. 1, 2, 3. This guy's lacing a 4th one there. 4th one there. Look at that. Couple rails in there. It's all dispersing into one big mess. Again. Here's that guy again. It's just so nasty. Just 5 minutes later, we got this guy spraying in that plume I just showed you. Okay, there's one. There's one guy there. Dispersed plume up here. And they're coming one by one here, people. One by one, right after another. That vitamin D content is going to be completely blocked. Completely blocked. Here comes the other guy going this way. It's one right after another. I can't even get breakfast because they're just few and people aren't going to believe what's happening because unless they see it themselves. That's why this is what we bring you, grid work, geoengineering on a daily basis. And it's toxifying too. Very toxifying. Somehow I missed this rail as I just turn around and look. You can see if you look through the trees, you can see the railage down in there. It's just nasty. I just came back outside just in 1 second or two, and we got this guy spraying. And just over here, I don't know if it's going to pick up or not, but we got a guy that's not spraying. I wonder if he's going to kick those bad boys on, or is that the invisible mix we're not seeing? Because he's going west to east, and this guy's going south to north. So you decide. We show you the evidence. We show you what's going on every day of the year. Back to that southern sector. Look how it's all dispersing into a blockage of the sunlight. Oh, those are clouds. No, they're not. And look at, lo and behold, right underneath there we got another guy spraying another rail to build up that grid. So you're seeing it for yourself on the Unfeigned YouTube channel. Wonder why Donald Trump didn't say anything about the geoengineering on the Alex Jones show. Alex didn't even ask him about any of the important stuff. Makes you want to think, huh? Trump, another puppet for the globalists. Didn't mention any geoengineering. Didn't talk about anything important. As I pan on this guy again, I want to show you something else. Just below that, right down here, you can see the grid that the guys have made. See the T? See how they cross the patterns there? Now, I don't know why people would still think those are clouds. That looks like a wishbone effect there. Oh yeah. Looking into that northern sector. Look at that. Look at the lines they made there. As I pan all the way back, we got another guy spraying in that southern horizon again. It's just not, it's only 9:45 to 9:45 a.m. And this is all the damage they've done already. Back on the disbursement here, it's 10 o'clock. Only a few minutes later, panning up here, another sprayer. So you can count how many jets we've already documented this morning. And look at the plume coming out of that guy. Nasty. Kind of looks like a blue bottom. He's heading from the east to west, and as I pan over here from west to east, we got this guy spraying this plume. So like I said again, it's one after another. Now follow his plume down, and then what? He turned it off, and then back over here. That's where the rest of it is. So the people who think they're contrails, what did he do, turn his engine off? And then turned it back on? No, they're not passenger jets. So we've been trying to tell you all along. These guys have one mission only. And you're seeing what they're doing, polluting our skies. I'm going to issue a challenge right now to the presidential candidates, especially Trump. If you're for America, we got to get this to stop. Now, look at these guys spraying one after another. And you say that's normal? Nobody's talking about this. Why not be a little different there, buddy? Hey, Trumpy? Yeah. Look at these rails. You're breathing it in too, bud. And so are all the other presidential candidates. As I pan up here, another guy up here spraying again. So, and you know where he's headed? He's headed right for this grid there. He's headed right for that grid. Really working, it's 10 after 10, maybe quarter after 10. Guy there spraying, And then off to the side here, you got another guy spinning another rail. So they're doing whatever they can to block that vitamin D early, as well as maybe bringing a storm. I'm not really sure. But just look how this is all plumed. And now we got another guy spraying up in there. You see what I'm talking about here, people? Do you see what I'm talking about here? Look how nasty the plume is. Look at what this guy did over here on this existing plume. Look at the little tail there. See that? Come on. Look at that. And there's another guy up here spraying. See, it's one after another. We got 1, 2. Where is he? He's in there. I know he is. I just taped him here. There he is. 2. 3. Oh my gosh. Any more questions? I mean, there's 3 right there. They're all heading. Look, they're all heading for the grid line. Well, it's 10:20. A few minutes later, we got this guy spraying, and just alongside of him, get you a good perspective, we got another guy spraying there as well. So double rails. They're double railing us. Double rails. Still haven't seen a sign of a red bad boy yet. It's all been silver bullets, blue bottoms, red tails. And look at the X marks the spot. See? They continue to make the grid. Look at the wisps out here now. Just downright criminal activity. I'm going to head to the great wide. Oh, gee, here's another one. Coming up the rear. It's just not going to stop one after another till this whole sky is completely plumed. When are people going to wake up to what's going on and start screaming about this? It's terrible. 11 o'clock, we got another guy spraying. Another silver bullet. Just so nasty. Look at the spewage. Here they come. I'm back in the gray wide open just a little less than 2 hours later. And first I'm going to take you on a little trip with this rail here. Look at this guy spinning this rail right now. And there he is. Look at the nasty rail. Another silver bull. Looks like he's got a red tail. It's either coming out of that side window nozzle or back tail fin. Possibly the turbo fan. I'll have to wait till I put it on the big screen and check it out. But backing it up, that's a nice nasty rail. Just look what they did to our skies. Completely plumed with chemtrail plume. Look at this rail here. How it just tails right up into the existing plume to block the sunlight again, like I've been telling you. They get out there early, start spraying. Look at all these rails here. Look at this. Oh, look at this rail here. Look how nasty. Sun blocked from the vitamin D. That's why people are sick. All these are, look at these funny looking wisps back in there. Rails, every horizon, multiple rails. This eastern sector is really kind of funny. It's not funny, but just look at this. People think this is natural and real overcast. Look at that. Come on, is your learned helplessness that bad? My God, just look at the rails everywhere. The whole sky just about completely covered with chemtrail plume. This isn't overcast. This is plume. Look, and we got another guy over here. See, I just tell you, it's just never going to stop. This may be a red bad boy. Can't tell. Although it does look like a red bad boy. Sun's in my eyes from the side angle. But anyway, the sky's completely plumed, just like I told you. This has been happening all the time. People just don't realize it. And it's really sad to let our Earth get like this. And no, like I says, I'm calling Trump out in all the candidates. Nobody's talking about this. No one. And why is that? Why is that? And what do I see coming up back in that back horizon? Is it another guy spraying? It's another guy spraying. See if I can reel him in. Looked like he turned off his plume now. In any event, sky is completely gray. Chemtrail plume blocking the sunlight between 7 and 1. It's where the vitamin D comes out. Look, it's blocked. Look at the plumage. You can see the rails inside the plumes. It's just so ridiculous. Cognitive Dissonance USA and around the world. Sitting out of my car, I got these two guys making a little chevron V. Let's see if I can get it in. He's up there a little higher. There's the one. The other one is turning. He's spinning the rail to a turn. Oh, cognitive dissonance. Moments later, I just want to give you another good look at these rails here. Look how this is dispersed. What do you call this? What's NASA going to call this now? Tail cloud? Come on, it's chemtrail plume. And there's another guy right down here blowing some plume here. So it's just non-stop. Couple different rails. I'm filming this inside my car. There's a guy spraying there. And another guy over top of him. Somewhere up in there. It's hard to tell, getting a lot of reflection off the glass. But look at these two. Look at the double rails there that we showed you earlier. Look at it now. Just nasty. It's about 11:20. And you can see how the sky's been completely plumed with chemtrail activity. Just want to show you this one major rail that this guy stuck in there. Look how nasty that rail is. All the way through the horizon. Just super nasty. The only hole in the grid is we got some bits and pieces over here. Other than that, look at the double rails over here. It's already starting to fin and break apart. Oh God, please help us soon. Just walked outside to get a load of this X. Perfectly done. Look at the rail. The guy spun it, now he's starting to turn. See how he did that? In your face chemtrailing right there, buddy. Get a good look, everyone. Look at these trails over here all dispersed. Just one big nasty. And then over here we got double rails. In your face chemtrailing activity on this day, December 3rd. Look at the friggin' pollution in our sky. Look at this. There's the other rail from the X. Looking at it from a different angle. As I bring it all the way down, you can see how nasty that is. And look at the way he turned that. Oh yeah. Just one big chemtrail mess. Another guy out here spraying as well. So they're accomplishing their mission of blocking that vitamin D3. I don't know if they got some type of storm brewing in or what, but the weather report on the mainstream media, if you call it, said it's supposed to be sunny. Now the sun's out, but we're all plumed. Look at that chemtrail plume. It's all friggin' plume. Whole sky. There's that big nasty. But what I want to show you is the one right next to it. This guy just laid this one right through here. All the way across. You can see the mess they got made up in there. Just total. Look at the disbursement on this rail. If that isn't enough to shock you, well, then you have no soul. You have no soul. And just as I say that, we got another guy spraying up there. And there he is. God, just spraying all day. It's close to 12:30. And look at the mess they made in our sky. Look at the mess. Sun's blocked. Chemtrailers are at full force. The local gas station, I got double rails going in that southwestern horizon. Got a railer going this way. There he is. And then a railer coming the other way. See him in between the two plumes? I mean, that's straight in your face toxic plume. Just look at that. They're double rails. Look below there. You can see the double rails. One there, one there. Look at the double railers going at it. And then the third railer on the top. So we got 3 rails going all at once. Continue to fill up the blue sky with toxic plume. Doesn't get any more evident than that. Look at the wisps up here, it's already dispersed. Getting close to 1 o'clock. There's not already one. Another guy chemtrailing there. Look at this mess of the chemtrails. Mixed and matched and X's and O's, disbursement. It's everywhere. One o'clock, more rails. They keep them coming all day long. Look at those rails. X marks the spot right in your face there. And here comes another one right overhead here. Damn. What a notorious day of spraying. 1 o'clock too. Well, look what we got going here. Another railer. It doesn't surprise me. They've been out all day long. They've got so much plume, and just look over here. We got another guy coming up this way. They're just crossing the grid in every which way imaginable. Plume up there with the Christmas tree bulb effect already dispersed in the existing plume. The whole sky is just plumed. And no presidential candidates is talking about stopping the geoengineering. Look at the X marks the spot down in that little cubby there. See that? And he's heading right for that. It's just so nasty. You just want to cry. So I pan over here, you can see another more grid work being built. There's another X or checkerboard square, whatever you want to call it. So it's just continuing on and on and on. And it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Not quite 2 o'clock, we got another guy spraying. And this is just out my back door now. I'm not even in the great wide open. There could be many other jets still spraying. And you can bet your sweet ass that they are. This is just... Where do they get all this plume? They've been spraying tons and tons. Here's your climate change. Here's your pollution. It's right there. And wouldn't you know it, I pan over here into the southern sector. And what do we got? Another guy spraying a rail. You mean today everybody's flying? No. These are chemtrail plane jets that are just spray toxic plume. That's all they do. That's all they do is spray plume. So you have to ask yourself, where do they get this plume? Give you one guess. Getting close to 2:30 and I just got this guy spinning this rail. So it's just all day long since the get-go this morning. And they did their best to cover the sky so we don't see that blue. Look at that notorious. Look at that. Just absolutely criminal what they've done. Sun completely blocked by the shield. You can see a rail in there too. It's all hidden. God, you look at where he's headed. You can see the other rail that was spun there. See that rail spun there? And this guy's heading right for the top of it. They're skywriting. Oh boy, look how he's sitting on that edge of that. See? Knows right where to go. So he crosses the grid and makes the grid. Got double X's in the sky right now as we speak. Look at that. Look at the plumage. They did it. The whole sky completely covered. I don't know if this is a Black Ops helicopter or not. The rides usually don't go that high up. Anyway, going over here, all plumed up. The whole sky completely plumed. And then coming out of that eastern sector, there you have it. More plume. right on to 4 o'clock. Spraying continues. Well, it's about 4:30. I'm looking into that western sector, and all the white soot is turning to black. We got a mini black Medusa starting to brew in that western sector. It's all turning black. Leftover rail still lingering in there. As I pan straight up, just look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this rail over here in the eastern sector. You can see the black rail. They're black. This should be horrifying to the people. This should be absolutely horrifying. As I pan over here, look at that. Just rail after rail, soot falling. People have headaches. Look at that Medusa just forming as we speak. It's the return of the black Medusa. Well, they're continuing the spray to build up the Medusa. It's getting close to 5 o'clock. This could be my last documentation of the day. I'm just fed up with this. Got a headache from these mixes. But over here, we got another guy spraying over here. Look real close. See the rail. There it is. It's been a non-stop assault all day long that these bastards have been spraying. And the Medusa has been formed in that horizon. Well, it's 6:30, final documentation of the night, but we just want to show you the satellite weather radar so you can understand what the hell is going on. You can see what they're doing to Florida. Real nasty with that spraying. Tons and tons and tons of toxic plume. Look at the railing over here coming out of the South Pacific. Right in through California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. Oh God.